This winter did not whisper. It roared. Across continents, snow fell heavier than it has in decades. Cities buried under meters of white. Airports frozen in silence. Highways swallowed by drifts taller than cars. In regions that once saw mild winters, record-breaking snowfall shut down entire communities. And in places already known for harsh winters, this year felt different. Stronger, longer, unforgiving. In North America, historic snowstorms paralyzed transportation networks. In parts of Europe, alpine villages saw snowfall totals not recorded in generations. In East Asia, entire provinces struggled under the weight of relentless winter systems. Satellite images from space showed enormous swirling storm systems stretching across thousands of kilometers, pulling moisture, dropping it as thick, heavy snow. To some, it felt like proof. If the planet is warming, they asked, why are we seeing more snow than ever? It's a fair question, but the answer is more complex than it seems. Because what we are witnessing is not simple warming. It is disruption. Snow requires two things: cold air and moisture. And as strange as it sounds, a warmer atmosphere can actually produce heavier snowfall. Here's why. Warmer air holds more moisture vapor. For every degree Celsius increase in temperature, the atmosphere can hold about 7% more moisture. When winter storms form in cold regions, they now have access to greater moisture supply. And when that moisture meets freezing air, it falls as snow. More moisture, more snow, more extremes. This is why certain regions are experiencing record-breaking snow totals even as global temperatures rise. It's not contradiction, it's amplification. One of the most dramatic changes on Earth is happening far from most cities, in the Arctic. The Arctic is warming nearly 4 times faster than the global average. Sea ice that once reflected sunlight is shrinking. Dark ocean water absorbs more heat. This process changes atmospheric circulation patterns. The jet stream, a high-altitude river of wind that guides weather systems, begins to wobble. Instead of flowing smoothly west to east, it dips, it bends, it stalls. When it dips southward, it pulls Arctic air into lower latitudes. When it rises northward, it traps warm air where cold once dominated. The result? Regions experience extreme cold spells, while others experience unusual warmth. It's not just colder winters, it's more unstable winters. The term polar vortex has become common in headlines, but what is it really? High above the Arctic sits a large circulation of cold air. Under stable conditions, it stays locked near the pole. But when disrupted, often by warming patterns, it can weaken. And when it weakens, cold air spills southward. Cities that rarely see severe freezes suddenly experience them. Heavy snowstorms sweep through unexpected places. It feels dramatic. It feels shocking. But it is part of a shifting atmospheric balance. This winter, some mountain regions reported snowfall exceeding seasonal averages by 150%. Urban centers experienced multiple snow emergencies in a single month. Some countries declared weather-related states of emergency. Energy grids struggled, supply chains slowed, schools closed. Even regions not accustomed to winter extremes faced disruption. And yet, in other parts of the world, winter barely arrived. Unseasonably warm days were recorded in regions that typically freeze. Rain fell where snow once dominated. Lakes failed to fully freeze. This contrast, heavy snow here, warmth there, is the fingerprint of imbalance. We are no longer living in an era of gradual seasonal predictability. We are living in an era of amplification. Heat waves are hotter, rainfall is heavier, droughts are longer, snowstorms are stronger. The system is energized. Imagine Earth's climate as a pendulum. For centuries, it swung gently. Now, energy has been added, and the swings are wider, more forceful, more unpredictable. Record snowfall may look beautiful in photographs, but on the ground, it carries consequences. Transportation systems grind to a halt, emergency services face delays, roofs collapse under excessive weight, rural communities become isolated, economic losses accumulate, farmers struggle with livestock access, supply chains for food and medicine slow. Extreme winter weather is not just scenery. It is infrastructure stress. While snowstorms dominate headlines in some regions, elsewhere heat records are being broken. Oceans have recorded some of the highest surface temperatures in modern history. Wildfires continue in drought-affected areas. Glaciers are retreating. Sea levels continue their slow rise. The climate system does not change in one uniform direction. It shifts patterns. It redistributes energy. It alters timing. And sometimes, that alteration appears as record snowfall. Are we seeing proof that global warming is false, or are we seeing a more complex climate system responding to excess heat? The scientific consensus is clear. A warming atmosphere does not eliminate winter. It intensifies the hydrological cycle, it increases moisture availability, it destabilizes atmospheric flow, and that can produce heavier snow events, especially in regions that remain cold enough for snowfall. In simple terms, warming fuels extremes, even cold extremes. This winter may pass. The snow will melt, roads will clear, airports will reopen, but the pattern beneath it remains. We are entering an age where weather no longer behaves the way our grandparents remember, where seasons blur, where records fall more often, and where extremes become part of normal. And this is only winter. And now, as winter slowly loosens its grip on the world, we stand at a crossroads. This season has shown us something extraordinary. Record snowfall, frozen cities, historic storms, silence covering landscapes in white. But beneath that beauty lies a deeper message. The Earth is speaking, not in words, not in headlines, but in patterns. Weather is no longer just small talk. It is a signal, a reminder that our planet is dynamic, powerful, and deeply interconnected. From the Arctic winds shaping Europe to ocean temperatures steering storms across continents, to the delicate balance between cold air and warming seas. Everything is connected, and we are part of that connection. The snow that fell this winter was not just frozen water, it was physics in motion, atmospheric rivers traveling thousands of miles, jet streams bending and shifting, a living climate system responding to invisible forces. Some call it natural cycles, some call it climate change, some call it unpredictability. But what we truly witnessed was complexity, a reminder that Earth is not static, it evolves, it reacts, it adapts. And so must we. Understanding weather is no longer optional curiosity, it is awareness, it is preparation, it is responsibility. The storms of today shape the world of tomorrow. The snow that fell today may influence water supplies months from now. The freezing temperatures we endure today may shift agricultural cycles in the coming seasons. Everything echoes forward. And perhaps that is the most powerful realization of all. We are living in an age where science is not distant. It is not confined to laboratories or satellites. It surrounds us. It falls from the sky. It blows through our streets. It freezes on our windows. And here, in Science in Silence, we pause. We observe. We understand. Because knowledge transforms fear into clarity. Winter is ending. But the story of our planet continues, and we will continue to explore it, calmly, deeply, and intelligently. If this journey into the science behind today's weather opened your eyes, if it made you think differently about the snow outside your window, if it helped you see patterns where once there was randomness, then this is just the beginning. Like this video to support thoughtful science storytelling. Subscribe to Science in Silence for more deep cinematic explorations of the world around us. And turn on notifications because the next story of our planet is already unfolding. Until next time, stay curious, stay aware, and listen to the silence of science.